Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play Podcast, your daily dose of strategies, insights, and action steps to grow your business and build your freedom. It's time to stop playing small and start making power plays.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play Podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Walton, and today we are going to talk a little bit about say thing in your business. See, our guest today knows exactly how dangerous it can be to stay stuck where it's comfortable. And he is Dr. Bob Clarke, who has spent over 30 years running IVF labs, helping create over 30,000 babies, all while building a business on the side. He became a six-figure earner in both healthcare and online marketing. And he retired from healthcare years ahead of his schedule and now leads the part-time Prosperity Tribe, where he helps entrepreneurs reach their freedom goal without burning out. His topic for today is the hidden cost of staying comfortable. So let's bring Bob out and see what he's going to share with us today, because I got my notes. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Val, what's going on? Happy
I'm just
Wednesday. I guess it's Wednesday, right?
Yep, it's Wednesday.
Awesome. I'm excited about this one because this topic is one that I really struggled with. And to some extent, I still do. I mean, who doesn't like to be comfortable, right?
Right, exactly.
It's kind of like what your body wants you to do in your mind. So to get out of it, got to trick yourself a little bit.
All right. Well, look, notes are ready, so I'm here for it.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna hand you the mic, and I'm out of here.
Cool. All right. What's up, guys? How's it going today? Glad to be back with you again on the Profitpreneur Power Play Podcast. Man, that is a tongue twister. I'm telling you. I don't know how Val says that every day. She's waving to me there. So, okay. Let's talk about your comfort zone. And what I'm going to give you today is what you may not see as some of the costs of staying comfortable in your business. Some are obvious, some may not be so obvious. And then I'm going to give you a quick little 1, 2, 3 step formula for getting out of your comfort zone. And it worked really well for me because, like I just said to Val, this was one of the things that really was tough for me. And, you know, we all hear the success you're seeking is on the other side of your comfort zone, right? We've all heard that. It's a pretty famous quote. And but the problem is, so why do we stay in our comfort zone if we know that the success that we want is on the other side of it? Why do we stay there? And part of it is physiological, right? Our body, our mind is geared toward keeping us safe, and comfort is safety. And anything outside of that can be perceived by the mind as dangerous. And the mind will trick you in a zillion ways to stay comfortable. So there is a physiological basis for it. Hey, Jeff, thank you. Yeah, vacation was cool. I loved it. Really had a good time. We steered clear of the hurricane, which was awesome. Good to see you, Jeff. Okay. So for many people, their comfort zone is different, right? Your comfort zone might be implementing or not implementing what you're learning, right? It could be holding off on doing the thing that you want to do until everything is perfect. Maybe it's convincing yourself that you're not good on video, so you stay away from the camera. Or maybe you put the phone down instead of calling that prospect because not everything is perfect, right? The stars aren't all aligned. So you put the phone down and your mind says, you know, it's not the right time. You're not the right time. So for me, it's really interesting. One of the big things that I struggled with was charging money for my training, right? Back when I was in healthcare, I taught at a major medical college. And yes, the students paid the university, but they didn't pay me. So it felt to me like I was teaching them for free, even though I knew I kind of wasn't, but I wasn't getting the money from them. Yes, the money found its way to me through the university, but it wasn't like a one-to-one exchange. So when I got into business, I fell into the training role, the teaching role, because that's what I did. That's what I excel at. And when it came time to start charging people for the training I was doing, I found it really hard to do. And it just didn't feel right to me. So I resisted it for a long time. Training for free felt nice, right? It felt comfortable. That was my comfort zone because, it's nice to trade for free. Everybody likes you when you do that. When you start charging, now it becomes the imposter syndrome that we talked about a couple weeks ago, right? Who am I to charge for what I teach? Who am I to charge money for that? What if they hate that I'm charging them and they start yelling at me, right? It seems stupid, but these are the scripts that go on in your head. And so when I finally did start charging after some real intense inner work, I charged way too little. And I probably still charge too little, to be honest, but I'm a work in progress. It's getting there. The bottom line was that was my comfort zone. And I had a hard time getting out of it. So, like I said, comfort feels safe, but it's really dangerous for entrepreneurs. So, it's sneaky, right? Comfort's sneaky. It's like, it never says like, hey, I'm holding you back from all the success that you want. That's not the script that goes on in your head, right? The script in your head says, oh, you're doing fine. You're doing great. You're really moving forward. That's what's going on in your head when it's really not true. And when it tells you you're doing fine, watch out for that word, because fine is the killer of freedom, right? Fine is the killer of freedom. So let's talk about some of the ways that comfort really costs you in your business, because it's not free, right? There are costs to being comfortable. It may feel good, right? But it's not free. And the consequences, they can be huge. So I'm going to give you 4. Cost number 1 is lost income, right? That's kind of obvious. When you're not out there making prospecting calls or messages, when you're not out there actually working on the things that matter for your business, you're losing income, right? If you're not making offers, you're losing income. And making offers for many people is hard. The more you resist it, the less money you're going to make. And the more time that comes up before you start making money, before you start seeing your success and your dreams, right? So the lost income definitely is one. The longer you play it safe, the longer you stay broke in your business. Think about that, right? The longer you play it safe, the longer you stay broke. I honed in on that. Because that's I told you I was having mental blocks about charging for my training. I honed in on that. The longer I resist, the longer I'll stay broke in my business. It's a powerful one. So cost number 2 is lost momentum. Your business success is built around the momentum that you build in your business, right? Momentum drives your business, and you lose momentum every time you stay in your comfort zone. So it's a lot like compound interest, right? It grows fast as long as you keep feeding it, but the minute you stop feeding it, right, it stops. It goes down, down, down. That's like the momentum in your business. It's tough to get momentum going. Once you do, you got to keep feeding it. You got to keep going. And when you stop, when you pull back, right, you lose momentum. So funny story, and it wasn't not really funny story, personal story, is, and I think I told this story once before on this podcast, but when I was first starting out, I was in network marketing, like most other people start. And I started noticing a trend that as soon as I would start getting some momentum in my business, maybe getting a couple of people on my team, maybe start seeing some money coming in, I pulled back. I stopped doing it. I went back to my comfort zone, which was not prospecting, right? Prospecting for me was very uncomfortable. And I pulled back mostly because I got scared. I didn't really say this in my head, but the reality was I got scared that what if I grow a big team? What if they get mad at me that they're not making money, right? All these what ifs, right? What ifs can kill your business. But the point is that when I started to get momentum, I pulled back and I went back into my comfort zone, and momentum went whoosh, down, and I had to start over again. This was constant starting, stopping for years. And I didn't even realize I was doing it until one of my coaches pointed it out. So thank God for that. Okay. Let me just get a drink here. I was telling Val, I just did 2 hours of yard work and I came in sweating like crazy because it's down in Florida. I took a shower. I'm still sweating and I got to keep drinking. But hydrate. Anyway, so that's the first two costs, right? Income, momentum. The third one is time. Wasted time you'll never get back. So here's the thing, and I got this from ChatGPT, so full disclosure, right? Time doesn't refund itself. I just really liked that. I thought that was cool. Once you lose it, it's gone. So the more you put off what you're going to do and you delay your success, you can never get that time back. That time that you keep delaying your success, you can never get that time back. So there's a time cost to staying in your comfort zone as well. And I've heard it said that comfort steals your minutes quietly, one excuse at a time. I really like that. So the third one is wasted time. Number 4, the final one, is confidence. You're shrinking your confidence. Every time you avoid the uncomfortable, you train your brain to expect avoidance. It becomes your go-to. You begin to lose trust in yourself, right? You begin to lose confidence in yourself as someone who can get things done, who can step out of their comfort zone. Every time you avoid that, you're training your brain to accept it. And it becomes a vicious circle. So confidence is the fourth cost to staying in your comfort zone. Not many people think about the last two, right? The money, yeah, the momentum, yeah, I get that. But the time and the confidence, those are huge costs to staying where you are in the comfort zone, to staying comfortable. So every time you choose comfort, you're choosing a smaller version of yourself. You're voting for it. And that's hard. It's hard when you come to that realization that every time you choose comfort over putting yourself out there, risking stuff, every time you do that, you're actually voting for, I want to stay small. Right? I don't want to get any bigger than this. I want to stay small. I want to stay where I am. So every time you do it, every time you choose comfort, that's what's happening. So big question is then, okay, these are costs. How do we get out of it? How do we, if it was just as easy as, just do the thing, just do it, right? Sheer willpower, just do it, just power through it. If it was as easy as that, everybody would be successful. But it's not. It's not, because, once we do it, there's always this tendency again to pull back into it, like I had, right? When I was starting to build a team, I would pull back. There's always that kind of tendency to get back into your cocoon, into your comfort zone where things are safe. So until you make it a routine, you're going to keep doing where you do the thing and you pull back. And you may have all the best of intentions. I know all you guys watching this, you have the best of intentions. You want to do it. But the reality is that you have to keep going if you really want to get out of your comfort zone. So let's close this out. You have to redefine what comfort means to you. Okay. And I want to give you a little 3-part framework to help you do this. And the 3 parts are stretch, sustain, and soothe. Okay, nice iteration there, right? All this is stretch, sustain, and soothe. So what's stretch? Stretch is the action. Stretch is putting yourself out there, doing the thing you don't want to do, whatever that is for you. And there's lots of examples that, doing a video, picking up the phone or messaging 3 people, prospecting, right, for your business. Put something out there about yourself on social media. That could always be scary, right? Especially if you give your opinion, right? It's risky. You're going to get some haters probably, and that's not comfortable for most people. But the first part is stretch. Do it, right? It's willpower sometimes. This part is willpower, right? Put your fear aside and do it, because almost always what you're worried about doesn't happen, right? People don't laugh at your videos. Right? People don't yell at you for asking if you're interested in making money on the side. People don't even notice that you post on social media about yourself. They just scroll right by. So most of the time, the thing we worry about most never happens. Put yourself out there. Do the thing that you're afraid to do. Just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off. I promise you, you'll live to see another day. Right? Your mind might be in fight or flight mode. It might be telling you, run, get away. This is no good. We don't want to do this. Push through. Just do it and see what happens. I promise you, it's not going to be as bad as you've blown it out to be in your mind. So that's the first part. Just stretch. Just do it. The second is sustain, right? You got to sustain it long enough for whatever you're doing to become a routine. So if it's video, right? If you're doing a video, if that's what scares you, commit to doing 2 videos a week for the next month, or 3 videos a week for the next month, whatever you can fit into your time. Commit to that and stick to it no matter what. This is the hardest part, at least as far as I'm concerned. Jeff says, pull the Band-Aid off. That's what stretch is. Now, sustain is the hardest part for me, because you got to keep it going. When you pull back, you lose it. So you got to keep going. So sustain it. Make it a routine, right? If it's prospecting and you can only do one person a day, right? Message one person. Commit to messaging one person a day for the next month and watch what happens to your business. Not only that, but messaging one person a day will become your natural routine. It'll become your new comfort zone. Okay. And 30 days isn't magical. It could be 2 weeks. It could be, 2 months. I'm just using 30 days as an example. So it might be different for you depending on where you are on your journey. But the key is to sustain it. That's the hard part. Resist the urge to go back into the comfort zone. And the third step is soothe, which means when you've done that, right? When you've sustained it for however long you want to sustain it, now's the time to relax a little bit. Relax, and it's intentional rest. It's to recharge, because otherwise, you could burn out depending on what you're doing. So the soothing part is about recharging with purpose. I just did that on my vacation. We went for a few days to the Bahamas, my wife and I, to celebrate our birthdays. And I spent that time recharging, right? Just getting back the energy, getting back the flow. And it really helped, because I was kind of beat up. I was tired from all the stuff I've been doing in my business before that. You need that time to soothe, right? To rest. But there's a big difference between resting and avoiding. Make sure you're not avoiding. Because, for example, the video example, right? If you want to do a video, a short video 3 times a week, and after the first week, you decide to rest and take a week off, chances are you're probably avoiding and not just resting, right? So you got to know the difference there between avoiding and resting. All right, let's leave it here. Your comfort zone is a nice place to visit, but it's where your dreams go to die. I mean, comfort zone feels really good, and sometimes you can build it up to a point where it feels like you're being productive. But you really know, down deep, that you're not doing the thing that will drive your success. It's where dreams go to die, right? Your dreams die there. Growth doesn't live where you're comfortable. Just doesn't. It lives where you're courageous, right? Where you stretch, where you put yourself out there. That's where growth is. And then finally, if you want the rewards that no one else has, you need to do the things that no one else is comfortable doing, right? I promise you, lots of your competitors out there are afraid of doing video. And they're in the same boat as you. They're pulling back. The ones that are winning are the ones who are doing the videos. I'm just using that as an example. You don't have to do video. I'm just saying that. If you want the success that you think you deserve, you got to be willing to do the things that make you uncomfortable. And that will make you stand out from your competitors and everybody else online. When you put yourself out there and you're doing it anyway, despite the fact that you want to pull back and stay comfortable. All right. Hope that was helpful, guys. Hope you got some notes from that. So cool stuff. Let's bring Valerie back in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
Were you spying on me this past week?
No,
Oh my
but
gosh.
we all do it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I've definitely recently gone through this very thing, and I love that we talk about stuff like this because, just because you start to scale or you start to become more successful, you start to make money online, does not mean you suddenly become perfect. Right. So it's a great reminder for all of us, no matter what stage of the business that you're in. Just everything that Bob mentions, like I was just laughing because I'm thinking, save this video, save and share this podcast episode because it'll definitely hit home throughout your entire career to remember that, comfort is one thing, and it's not a bad thing, but if you want to grow, you have to go beyond that. And my favorite, absolute favorite quote from you for today is, that growth lives where you're courageous, right? It's not about the comfort. It's about having that courage to take that step. And like you said, do the things that, other people just, they're not going to be willing to do. That is a huge part of being able to get yourself out there and build a business, whether, you do faceless or not, or, video or email or a mix or what have you. So I really love that because I was going through the same thing. We got a lot of mini projects to finish bigger projects that we need to do. And it's the little mundane things that I hate, just going behind and approving certain things or giving feedback and notes on what I need changed for the business and stuff. And it's like, I think I'm a rest. And it's like, no, Bob just got you because you weren't resting. You were avoiding.
That's a big one, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, we all do it. And it doesn't matter what stage of your business success you're at. It's just human nature. When you don't want to do something, I mean, it's part of procrastination, right? You just, okay, I'm going to do something else and I'll feel good about doing something else for a while. But no, it's really avoidance.
Yep, absolutely. Awesome. So again, thank you so much, Bob, for just everything. All right, you guys. So here's the truth. Comfort feels good, but it keeps you small. So every time you choose convenience over courage, you will trade that progress for peace of mind and pay for it with your potential. However, inside the Profitpreneur membership, we help you to break out of that comfort zone with a step-by-step system, training, and even mentorship designed to help you grow with confidence. So you can actually start your 14-day trial today. The link is in the description box. I got to make sure it's Bob's link so that you guys will get a chance to connect with him and look out for him inside the community. Because here's the thing, staying comfortable costs more than trying something new ever will. So we're here to work with you, help you, support you through that. And looking forward to seeing you in the community as well as seeing you right back here tomorrow. Same time, same channel. So thank you guys so much once again. We got a thanks from Jeff. This was great, wasn't it, Jeff? Yeah. All right. Thanks again, you guys. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.